Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. So here is my, I guess, sort of teaser breakdown for episode 8. I want to talk about what they've set up here, what they teased, and what to expect for episode 8. I didn't see the trailer, so if there is a trailer released later on, obviously I'll talk about that. I just want to talk about all the storylines that they teased, all the big moments that were teased at the very end of episode 7 here. There's honestly a lot here that will go down, and I want to give my thoughts on certain moments that could happen in 8 and how they're going to wrap up this first part here. So obviously, before we go any further, make sure to be a subscriber if you do want more Walkie Dead content like this. And also, obviously, this will contain spoilers for episode 7, but I mean, that's obvious. If you haven't yet followed us on Discord, definitely do it. We're going to be talking about the big moments of episode 7 all night long, all throughout tomorrow and stuff. So yeah, that's just that Appetite for the Dead. The link is in the description, or you can just go on Discord and search Appetite for the Dead, because you might not, I mean, maybe the link doesn't work or you're having trouble with it, but anyways, let's get into this here. So the Commonwealth stuff, obviously where they've ended up here is there's a bunch of different story threads here. So we have Tomi, who was arrested, and it's not revealed why in 7, but obviously it's likely to do with the fact that he lied about being a surgeon, or I guess he didn't say that he was a surgeon beforehand. He just said he was a baker. And they actually even put more emphasis on it in 7, saying that, you know, he was trying to tell Yumiko, like, please, just stay quiet. I'm, you know, I like my life. You know, our father really pushed us to work really hard and do all of that. And yeah, it suited you. It didn't suit me. I wanted to have a simple life with our family. You know, they didn't approve of that. But now I get the chance to do that, and I'm very happy. You know, so they put more emphasis on it. They show more of what the character is going through and the reason for lying. But Yumiko said that she had a brother that was a thoracic surgeon in episode 1 or episode 2, was one of those 2 episodes. And that obviously is going to cause a big issue here with the Commonwealth, because they want powerful people. And so if and that's the thing, that's why Tomi is going to be fine in the end. Yes, he lied. And yes, they will threaten Yumiko. They're going to threaten everyone with a bunch of stuff. But if he is a surgeon, and, you know, like, they want people like that. So because he lied about something that is going to benefit them largely, he will get away with a lot. But he's not going to be able to run that baker shop anymore. There's just no way, especially with the way the Commonwealth is being run right now. There's just no way it's going to happen. And so that's one of the storylines right now. Yumiko was trying to get to her brother. Lance Hornsby did say that you'll be able to see him in a couple of hours. But at the same time, Eugene punched Sebastian Milton, which obviously now he's under arrest for that. So he's in a much scarier situation. Pamela Milton's going to want to meet with him. This is going to be really bad for Eugene, which will obviously likely end in his banishing of the Commonwealth, unless he reveals some very important information. All of these storylines lead to the reveal of Pamela Milton, right? Pamela Milton has to come in here and just like talk to Yumiko, talk to this group, because this group arrived at the Commonwealth and has caused all of this trouble. So that's going to be the next part of this, is seeing the character. And we were going to get the reveal in 7, but obviously that was postponed because of what happened with their son. Also in that scene, which was kind of cool, we did see the real Stephanie. Yeah, she was really curious about the group. She's the one who actually talked with Eugene the entire time. But yeah, my prediction for episode 8 is we are going to get a Pamela Milton reveal. It makes a lot of sense. You know, like, if you're looking at what we got in 7, and if you're looking at the synopsis for 8, there's no mention of the Commonwealth. Are we okay with where we left off here? Like, are we okay if we don't get any Commonwealth reveal in 8? I don't think so, honestly. It's like 7 was really good. I'm really glad in how they advanced a lot of different aspects of the story here, but it's just that I want to see a lot more here. I want to see Pamela Milton, and I'm really wondering if the reveal is going to be Pamela Milton at the Commonwealth, if that's what they're going to do here, right? Like, they've been arrested, there's a bunch of stuff here that happened. Well, now they're not going to show us too much, but at the end of episode 8, we're just going to see the Commonwealth arrive with Pamela Milton, and we're going to be like, what the hell? Like, what happened here? Unless we get some more stuff beforehand. Like, it depends on how big this episode is. Like, based off of all the storylines and how much they have to wrap up, like, they need to make episode 8 a really big episode here. Like, the Pamela Milton reveal is going to be a really big one, but they also got to sort of like tie into the purpose of them being there and, you know, the reveal of where Alexandria is. How do you get into all of that, but also wrap up the Reaper arc and then also deal with the Walker Horde and the big storm in Alexandria, right? Like there's so much stuff here that they gotta deal with. Like there's also Connie arriving back to Alexandria. Like episode 8 should be a very mega packed episode. It is titled For Blood. It seems like it's gonna be a really good episode, but like they gotta bring up some of the Commonwealth stuff here. They just have to, and I honestly really hope that they do. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I do believe the Pamela Milton reveal is gonna be happening. Either she's gonna be like, the first time we see her, she'll be like outside of Alexandria, or we'll just see her at the very end of the episode, kind of thing. It'll just be this reveal of the character, and then set up what's gonna happen in 9, and then in episode 9, episode 10, around there, that's when they'll actually arrive to Alexandria. But that just doesn't line up with things that I know, you know? So yeah, we'll have to wait and see where this goes. But this is exciting. Like, honestly, we're getting to the big stuff here with the Commonwealth arc. We're starting to really get into it. Like, Sebastian Milton's introduction is what really pisses people off about the Commonwealth arc in a good way. Yeah, obviously, I'm really excited for all of you guys to see that. In terms of the Reaper and Meridian arc, obviously, we saw them arrive. The Walker Horde is outside of Meridian, so we're going to see all of that play out. There's going to be a bunch of stuff here with Leah and Daryl. They really teased and set up the idea that Leah isn't really like this hardcore Reaper like Pope is, and like Carver and everyone else is. She's definitely like Daryl is better suited to be a Reaper than Leah is. So, you know, like based off of that, I really do believe that Leah eventually is going to side with Daryl, is going to switch sides, and I do think it's going to happen in episode 8. Honestly, I think that the Reaper arc will come to a close in this episode, and I mean, like honestly, I think that's the big one. I think it kind of has to at this point, because there's not a lot going for the arc, you know. Like I really like the characters, I like what they've given to the show and the story, but like you can't have them over there for too much longer. So I say, in episode 8, deal with it and like how you're going to deal with it or whatever. And then just get Daryl, Maggie, Negan, everyone else, get them back to Alexandria. That's my prediction for 8. I really believe that they set up everything here perfectly. And yeah, I mean, we're going to see Whisperer Maggie, Whisperer Negan. I mean, we saw technically like Whisperer Elijah and Gabriel, everyone else too. So that was really cool. It's so cool to see them use a technique like that. And they kind of combined a bunch of major storylines here, right? Like we have Maggie and Negan's storyline now combined with Daryl and Leah's, or at least it's going to happen in episode 8. And so at the end of the episode, they'll eventually go back to Alexandria. They'll all be together. And yeah, that's going to be really exciting. And then no setup here for what's going down in Alexandria. So we'll have to wait and see. Honestly, like the Horde, the Walker Horde, or the storm that they deal with in Alexandria could be a very small thing that happens. I find it weird that they didn't reveal a trailer for episode 8. I wonder if that's on purpose, if they're going to reveal it later on, or if they just forgot to add it. I don't really know, but I'm really curious about that. Like why not reveal the trailer? Is it way too spoilery? Are there big moments that happen here? I honestly really like the final scene of episode 7, and I actually think that it perfectly sets up episode 8 in a pretty big way, because it's going to be a big war. Episode 8 is titled For Blood. It's going to be a pretty big battle here, and I hope it delivers. There's a lot of expectations now with everything that happened in 7. Like 8 has to be a really good episode. We have to get Pamela Milton. They have to wrap up the Reaper arc. They have to get everyone back to Alexandria. Maybe we don't see Pamela Milton arrive in Alexandria. Fine. That doesn't have to happen, but you need to give us a little bit more to completely put a bow on this perfectly and nicely for us to be satisfied. And my worry is that it's not going to happen, but I mean, they didn't reveal the trailer yet, so like it is entirely possible. So yeah, like I'm excited for this. Honestly, I really can't wait to see where it's going to go. Like they teased quite a bit here. The ending was just like, holy shit. I like the fact that they made the Walker masks pretty easily, but they also kind of explained all of it as well. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Post your thoughts down below. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, one quick note, when the trailer does eventually drop for 8, I will do a video on it immediately. I do expect them to drop it over the next, like I would say, couple of days. There's no, I mean, I know episode 8 is going to be really big, but like, they, you know, like they gotta hype it up and tease it, and obviously you want to show footage from that. Like it makes sense. So as soon as that does drop, I will do a video on it. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.